Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020. I am Julie Hankinson, and this is the view out my window. As you can see, we're having inclement weather again, very foggy and cold, and pulling out the jackets, and I thought I had just washed them and put them away. Yeah, it's just a little bit miserable, and truthfully, I'm wondering about the world and all the inclement weather we're having, and of course, the locusts. I've told you this before, so nothing new here. Definitely listening to a lot of 70s music today, remembering and thinking about making a peasant dress. Not that I would look good in it anymore, but everybody was skinny and looked good in anything back then. So, but it's always fun to just listen to the old music and think about who you were hanging out with, and being glad that you're no longer hanging out with them. And being grateful for the person and the people that we have become. So this is a good thing. Youth does not always make wise choices in friends. Let's just think about it that way. What else is going on? Did some cooking today, did some cleaning. So the house is clean-ish. I seem to be getting mountains of clutter that just seem to accumulate on my, end table. And I'll make an inroad on it, and then more notes and pieces of paper will just add to the clutter. So that's interesting. Just looking at all the stuff that's coming at us. This should be an interesting week on the stock market if you play the stock market, because all the earnings reports will be in, but yet they will not reflect the most recent economic downturn. That will be next time. So people will try and say, well, we've got bad news coming down the pike, but hey, we've got money. Don't worry about us, as they're applying for all the federal bailouts and everything. Definitely wish that there was a lot more federal money going to the very small businesses, because small business, all that's run out of money. And of course, that $1,200, when you eventually get it, is, you're going to buy some food and that's it. Definitely stock up on food. I'm still hopefully preaching to the choir here, because we are, as I was starting out with, we're getting some funky weather, and it is messing with our crops this year, besides the fact that we don't have the people to actually come in and plant the crops or to harvest the crops. And so we can expect food shortages, or at least the shortages of the food that we want to eat. There'll probably be plenty of dried beans or stuff that we put in the pantry, and it sort of migrates its way to the very back, and you resurrect it 5 years later and it still hasn't expired. And you go, oh, well, let me attempt that rice and beans recipe again. So, try and mix some stuff in there, but I have to admit that I look forward to my weekly trip to the grocery store so I can stock up on fresh food. grabbing those fresh strawberries and dairy products when I can, because they normally end up all gone by about 2/3 of the week, and then I'm eating out of cans for a few days before I make another run to the grocery store. And I'm just thankful that I can go to the grocery store right now. Thankful for the food banks that are definitely stepping up and providing food to thousands of people and getting it out to those who dearly need it. And thankful for the internet, to be quite frank, so that we can, those of us who have jobs, work from home and explore the possibilities of Zoom and exhausting all the programming on Netflix and Amazon Prime. And I've seen some really great D and F movies lately. It's like, oh, whoa. Was that a $50 movie? $59.95. So yeah, there were movies that I didn't even know were made there on Amazon Prime, and I'm just going, well, that was an interesting 5 minutes. And let's see. Oh, okay. So let's go to the tarot. Yes, checked my tarot today. And again, it was telling me that I needed to drop my bad habits and to spend more time on self-care and my health. Yeah. So I got to tell you, I have really been trying to start an exercise program, and I can't seem to get past the 2-minute mark. It is just not working for me without having anyone around me to, provide that motivation. I'm actually looking forward to times when I get to walk up the stairs, So, but that's what's happening in my life, and I hope that you will share what's happening in yours and that you are all well. And that we will see you back here tomorrow. Hopefully the fog will have lifted and it'll be another bright, sunshiny day, and we'll get some good news. We'll take any good news we can get at this point. So you all take care. Good night.